It's as simple as that. So as simple, I say simple, but I don't mean easy. It's as simple as that. Just show up. That's not always easy. So Heart said to me the other day, I'm getting so frustrated. Like, you're showing up, doing the work. Like, that's all you can do. So feel my heart just like reaching out to each one of you. So here we go. We're showing up. Here's my intention is I want to sit for a little bit, when we first center, just a little bit. And then we'll do a little bit of moving, and then we're going to sit again. And just to feel, how that relates to the bringing it all together, moving the energy. So, okay. So set yourself up nice and comfortably so that you can stay here. So as I say that, I'm going to take a blanket, put it underneath my knees. Do you want one?
Sure.
Good. Okay, well, as we bring the hands together, here's something else I've been playing with, is to cross the wrists and then to take this like little, maybe we see this in Balinese or Indian dancing, and I'm just rolling the wrists and the hands. And, as we do this, we're opening up the wrists and the fingers, and it just looks so lovely. Sometimes if you look at it, then you lose it, and then reverse it and do this the opposite way. Yes. Great. And then let's let the hands settle with the palms up for a moment and drop into your sacred sit. And consciously invite yourself here, welcome yourself to your practice. As you bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your chin, give gratitude for simply showing up as you are, as whatever it is you're carrying today, here it is. And so we welcome all parts, welcome all energies, everything that is. Take one deep breath in, sigh it out through your mouth. We chant Om together 3 times. Inhale.
Oh.
Settle in to your breath, your body, energies, in and without. This idea of welcoming, your jaw relax, tongue relax, eyes drop in. Draw the sensations inwards into the feeling of the breath. Feeling the breath moving in the belly space, where you feel it, in the heart, the lower belly, mid waist area, wherever you feel it. Take a nice full inhale, re-lengthen tall. Exhale, slowly open your eyes. Okay, we're going to come right up to you standing, and that could be so slow. You feel, I'm trying to come up without, I'm trying this cross-legged, so I'm going to try. Just for fun, probably can't. Let's see. Oh, yes. Whenever you come up, stand on the mat. I'm going to have the legs a nice comfortable distance. Sway the hips a little bit. Feel the weight shifting one side and the other. Sweeping the arms out to the sides and up above your head. Start to almost climb the ladder. So as the hips go one way, the opposite arm reaches. Just finding this feeling of, waking up. Good. Next time you lean over to the left, take the right hand, maybe catch that left arm, give it a little pull. And just switch sides so the hips sway, the arms sway. Give the right arm a little pull. And just do that a few times. You can close your eyes. Just feel this like, dancing. Bringing yourself to center and reach up. Inhale. As you exhale, open the arms wide. Start to bend your knees. We're coming all the way down for a forward fold with the feet as wide as you like. Hands to the floor, or you can keep them on your thighs. Invite in a little bit of movement here. Swaying side to side. Letting the head move, shoulders move. Maybe your knees bend a lot. Okay, we're going to step back for a downward facing dog. Just find your stance. Maybe the legs stay wide apart. You pedal your legs if you like. Rock your hips side to side. Move forward to back. Just whatever feels. Waking myself up. Connecting to anything that might be shaking or stretching open. Now we're going to walk the feet forward. You come back to your forward fold. You come all the way up. When you bend the knees, sit down in your legs, sweep the arms up to the side. Rise up and reach up. And then release the arms down by your sides. Bring the palms together at the heart. Pause here. Just feel. You can close your eyes. Feel your feet. And you lift the toes up. And you firm the legs. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides. As you inhale, sweep the arms up and out, all the way up. As you exhale again, just folding down. So bending your knees, stick your butt back if you need to. Bring the hands to the floor. And then maybe walk your hands forward a little bit more than when you have them. Bend the knees if you need to. You see I have my knees bent. Then start to sway side to side. Time. The hips sway to the right. I'm going to walk the hands to the left. Wherever they go, just walk them over. The right knee is bent. Shift the hips over to the right. Good. As you exhale, switch sides. So hips are shifting to the left, arms to the right. Let's just do that maybe one more time on each side. Connecting to the feet here. Yeah. The anchor. Bring yourself to your center. We'll come back to downward facing dog. We lifting the hips or anchoring the heels, open the backs of the legs. With the shoulders away from the ears, maybe the inner elbows start to turn towards each other. If that works for you. Okay. Okay. We come down for child's pose. So I'll just do it very slow. If you need to put your props in, something for underneath your knees, take a moment. Big part of the practice. And as you move into this child's pose, and I'm extending my arms straight out, but if you're happier with the arms folded, just drop in. We're really sealing the knee joint to its capacity. The hips are flexed, the tops of the feet are on the ground, sole of the foot looking skyward. Maybe your heart is resting on the earth or on the bolster, dreaming about it. Then coming back to this feeling of where the breath is being received here. And take another 3 breaths. You need to come out and give yourself permission. From here, friends, we'll come up to hands and knees. Again, you need a blanket. Take the time, put it there. Or your bolster even. We're going to move into cat-cow. So I tell you that in advance. If you want a bolster under your knees, go for that. I'm going to tuck the toes under. Open the knees a little wider apart than normal. Just give yourself some space. And then once you feel ready, welcome full flexion of your spine. Movement of your shoulders, your head, your hips. Your almighty breath. Beginning to yoke it all together. Okay, so I have the toes tucked under and start to alternate the feet. So as I lift I'll move into cat pose, I'll cut tops of the feet down, cow pose, tuck your toes. Okay, and then let's pause in whichever part you're moving into. Pause there. See if you can just deepen it out, taking tension in the face. And then move to the next part of this pose. Hang out there for a moment. Okay, I'm going to come to sit. I'm going to bring the knees together. I'm going to sit on the tops of the feet. You have your bolster, you have your blocks, you have whatever you need. You can be here with just opening the feet with more weight. Just pause, start to drop in. So heart's building his house. It's great. Build your house. Practice waits for you. Even if I'm moving on and you're just getting there, and you're like, I'm going to take my time. Okay, release whatever you can here. Let's take a big breath. And as you breathe out, stick your tongue out and go. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale. Okay, good. I'm going to come out of this. We dig in and stay a little longer. We're going to set up for sitting again in meditation. And I have the wall here. You can sit exactly as you were, but I'm going to use the wall and just bring the, I'm looking for the bolster. I don't need it. No, this will work. Something to sit on. And I'm just going to have myself against the wall. So the wall is there for support. This is it. So all good. Bolster might be really nice. Might be too hot, too tall. You just take your time. See if you need something else for your legs. Here's a little fun trick is if I take another blanket and open it up nice and wide and just give it a rapid roll. Nothing fancy. And then if I'm sitting cross-legged, I could just tuck them. I'm just putting it over the ankles. And sometimes that might be like, oh, that's nice, and might not be helpful for you. So no, a minute, I'm going to keep it there. Okay. So let's start by closing the eyes and sensing the back wall behind you. If you can lengthen the back of your neck, imagine you're lifting yourself up right from the crown of your head. And as you exhale, there's that softening into that lengthening. So just receiving the support of the wall, the support of the floor. You can introduce mudra. So you'll bring your hands together and interlace your fingers just like normal. And then take the index fingers and extend them so they're touching. And then the thumbs are going to touch. And I'm going to just lay this in the lap and let it just be like loose. So you have a little diamond there. The index fingers are pointing down. It might be curling up, but that's, and the thumbs would be pointing up, but you don't have to add any muscular effort to make that happen. You soften the grip between the fingers. And releasing any tension in the jaw. Letting yourself receive the support of the wall and floor. The idea of welcoming. Soften the jaw, the eyes. Just draw yourself into what's happening within. The flow of your breath. Sitting in this way in your silence is a great example of something simple but not easy. Inviting in this idea of resting within. And gather yourself around the fire within. And sitting at the hearth. 2 words, heart and earth. The hearth of you. Invite joy in. Feel it living there at the base. With every breath, you're welcoming joy to just bubble up, inviting it. As you start to smile, Stay here for about another minute. Close to the end, just begin to gently elongate each part of your breath. And the motion of the breath. Reminding yourself of the sensations of that which you rest into. Or release the hands. And if you added a blanket, you take it out and stretch the legs out. So you might want to put that blanket underneath your knees if you need to. And maybe your hands can rest by your sides. And just going to move the shoulders back to the wall. I'm actually pressing into the wall a little bit here. You're going to take a forward fold. So as you exhale, you start to walk your hands forward and slowly come away from the wall. And you're just going to go to your own capacity. Obviously, you can't go to anyone else's. Walking yourself in, feeling the resistance, inviting it in. And breath to connect to the releasing. Wherever your body says this is the resistance, really welcome it. Pause, breathe, you smile, you let it be joyful. It's too serious. One more full breath in. Sigh it out and stay here. See if the sigh releases you a little bit more deeply. And walk the hands back, and then an inhalation. Lift yourself back up and back to the wall. Just rest there for a moment. Bring the left leg into a tree pose. And if you need support underneath the thigh, put it there. I'm just going to wiggle myself back against the wall one more time and then just be in this shape. So the foot that's against the leg, you really can lift the heel. That's going to affect the hip, the heel and hip connection. So if you lift the heel, maybe that helps for your hip. Bring the shoulders back, head into the wall. And then with the head into the wall, bow your chin. Feel that lengthens and even lifts the heart. You can play with that if you lift and lower the chin. And you can feel the chin lowers, the chest lifts. Take a nice big breath in. Breathe it out. We're going to forward fold. And I feel now we have the wall. Let's open those arms out to the sides and lift them straight up. And as you exhale, you can bring the arms down first if you need to. Start to come away from the wall and just walk yourself into this. You're folding towards the right leg. It does change things. You just receive it. And you know where your sacrum is. You could take a hand there and just touch it and see if you can. I pick myself up from the sacrum. That may take me out of how deep I want to go. But in that lift, with the support, you might be able to fold a little bit more. Just fold. And finding the joy. Yes. Simple, but not easy. Okay, I'm just taking the left hand over to the outside of the right foot, just as a reminder to not let that right foot turn in. And we'll drop in here for 3 breaths. Smile if you need to. Let each breath be the place where joy lives. Even at discovering, I smile when I say that because I say joy, but this could be very intense. And just find the joy in doing it, in the doing. Release from this. And stretch that left leg out and maybe pause. You used a prop, pull it over, and then bring the right leg in and find your tree pose here. And again, you lift that heel. This is a way of anchoring the hip a little bit better. And then it just anchors. The other thing that happens when I anchor this left or this right heel is I can draw the inner thigh down a little bit. Just, let's see. I'm going to use body parts to help body parts. Good. Okay, so find yourself here, lengthen through the back of your neck. And sweep the arms out to the sides, inhale. And as you exhale, and then goes forward, find your way, find your boat. Lock yourself in. And let the breath be the anchor. It draws up. And it releases. It flows up and down. It's flowing in and out. Take the right hand over. It's not necessary at all. Really just being in your own space. I was thinking about, I love teaching via Zoom, and I hope you love content via Zoom. But the one thing that is very different as a practitioner is you have no one to compare yourself to, or you even hear somebody with their full breathing, and you're like, I can't breathe like that. That is all about you. This is you. Sound of your own breath, motion of your own ocean. And that brings the practice a little more introspective. Also the freedom to come out. Gift yourself permission to do and not do. Stretch your leg out. Okay. Good. All right, we're going to come back to standing. I'm just going to take this blanket and put it down for the knees. Okay, I'm going to come back and see if we can try. I'm going to try like this. Whatever works. Oh. I'm going to do it every day. That's really the first time I think I've come up from the floor like that and it's on camera. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, good. Okay, so just bring yourself up and just going to step on this blanket because it's here. Feels nice. Good. Eyes. Okay, we're going to come to tree pose. I'm going to rock forward and back. And if you need the wall, it's right here. You just hold the wall. No, nothing wrong with that. I'm going to turn to face you. Okay, good. So we'll start by balancing on the left foot and move it around, anchor it. There you are, left foot. Turn the right leg out. And this could be tree. You climb your tree. See what works. And then we're just going to pause here. Find your balance. Find your joy. Even if you're falling out, it's like, that's not what it's about. When I used to teach preschool, and it's coming back to me with these pottery classes, it's process, not product. So even if we fall out, we've done it. Let's take one more breath. And then from here, friends, we're going to release the leg and come right into forward fold. And just release your hands down. And it could be nice and long, forward fold, could be small. And wag the tail side to side. And next time the hips rock over to the right side, you walk the hands to the left. And just rock it side to side. Good. Okay, I'm going to not put the hands on the floor just until they get to their side. I'm just going to swing around. Do that 2 more times on each side. Go as slow as you need to. Don't get dizzy. Okay, last time on each side. And hang in the center. So if you come to center, your hands can stay on the floor. Maybe your feet want to go wider. I'm going to bend my knees and grab opposite elbows. And find as best as you can, equally balance on your feet. And feel for the balls of the feet. Feel your breath. This is too much for your back. Maybe bend your knees. Okay, take the hands to the floor. You sit down, you reach the arms out, reach up all the way. And exhale, open the arms wide out to the sides, all the way down. Pause for a breath. Okay, and then step your feet together and flow your blow into your tree pose on the right side. Feel that right foot, anchor. And then grow your tree. Whatever it is today, you know, I call it tree, but right now I'm feeling like it's more like a flamingo. Their knees are forward. Whatever it is, finding your balance, your joy. Even if there's no balance, there has to be joy. Like, oh, not today. That's okay. I'm wobbling like crazy, but smiling at the same time. Okay, take 2 more breaths. Now we're going to flow right into forward fold again. Release the arms. Come down. Widen your feet. Rock the hips. Okay, we're going to come to wide-legged. So I'm just going to turn to the side. Take the legs a little wider. Okay, rock your hips again, just like we were doing. Maybe the knees bending. Okay. And the next time the hips shift to the right, you're going to walk your hands a little bit to the right. So here's what we're going to do. You're just going to play. It's just play. Anchor the right foot and see, can I lift the left leg up off the floor, wherever it goes. And then find it and you're just walking over to the other side. It just comes up a smidgy. You're like, hey. I'm just going to do that a few times, just finding this little flow. Whatever is happening. Yes. Good. Okay, I'm going to do one last one over on the left side. And then we'll bring ourselves to center. So with the legs a little wider, again, I'm going to hang. And we'll grab opposite elbows and then switch it. And then find the opposite. Let's feel. And can you release your low back? Take the hips back a little bit. Maybe you want to lift the toes. Take the hands to the floor. Then you straighten your arms. We're going to move into squats and we heel toe these feet. We're going to have this blanket here. So I'm going to put the heels on the blanket. Maybe the feet too and see what happens. Come down to your version. I say your version. Blocks, hands on thighs. Yes. Hey, just be here for like 3, 4 breaths. Dropping the pelvic floor. Feeling whatever this is for you. Intense, joyful, and all counts. These things invite in and open up and awaken different things in each of us. Okay, when we come back to forward fold, so take your time. If you built a house, one more time. Take it there. Good. Come back to your swaying. We're going to walk ourselves into downward facing dog. From this downward dog, we're going to lift one leg in the air. So bring the toes together, lift your leg up, press it out, and then just switch. That's a lengthen. Okay, both feet to the floor, your knees down, find your blanket or your support, toes tucked under, let's flow into cat-cow. Spread the fingers, feel the shoulders roll, a lot of wrist flexion too. So. Oh, we did it. Good. Okay, I'm going to put the tops of the feet down. Take your hips back. And then come up to your hands and knees as you inhale, lift the chin. And as you exhale, take it back. You're not going super fast. Adjust your props. You see the tops of my feet landing on this blanket I have back here. And then, good. And then the last one. Okay, we're gonna hang out here in child's pose. I do have the knees together. Do what you need to do. Maybe you need to be on your forearms. You can stretch your arms out. Breathe into the full container. Last breath. And come up to hands and knees and tuck those toes under and coming to sit. Walk your hands, be where you need to be here. If this is hands need to be on the floor, they need to be on the floor. Okay, so pause wherever you are, up on your knees, awesome. Sometimes that's even more work. You know, we were talking, what did you say to me? Things that you used to be able to do, you feel like you've lost that. And as okay, one more breath. I don't want to keep you here too long while I'm talking. Okay, okay, we're just gonna sit with the legs out, so you can sit on this blanket. So Hart and I were talking about that, and it's not that long ago he was able to do child's pose all the way tush to heels, and that's not happening anymore. And even just that sitting, and that's the joys of an aging body. They say the stiffer things get, the more we have to be present at an earlier time. Okay. One more breath. We're going to come to lie down. We're going to come to lie down. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this down for the length of the torso, and we're going to just do a few lying down twists before we shift into our Shavasana. So I'll put another blanket down for the head. Then if you like supports for twists, have the bolster handy, the blocks handy. You want to put your socks on. Anything else you need, go for that. Make it comfortable. Great. All right, so we'll figure. How are you going to say? Put your back at the wall. That's lovely, but there's still a bit of holding. You get down here, and you're like, oh, everything just whoosh. Okay, I'm going to bring the knees in, just rock a little bit. So just moving the back. We did a lot of cat-cow. Move that. Good. Okay. Let's do some egg beaters. So I'll put the feet back on the floor, lift the hips, put the hands underneath the hips if you like that. And then lift your legs again and just find your little egg beater action. Maybe the feet are rolling. Good. We have a swimmer here. So this is the great thing about swimming. We're opening our hips in a way that we don't normally on land. Reverse. Good. And then hug these knees in, release your arms, rock side to side. We'll move into twist on the right side. So open the arms out to the side and drop these knees over. Any props you need, anything you need here to open. The head can turn to the left. And finding that now joy has to travel up this spiral staircase through the twist. Each breath is an invitation. We're gathered around the idea of the heart, warmth, coziness, the joy. To come out, so you might even just walk the feet onto the floor and then bring them around. We're going to stay on the right side and extend the right leg, bring the left leg in. We're going to take this Alexander twist, the fancy name of this pose. So the right hand holds the left leg, and as you exhale, we'll take it over. So we're just deepening the twist a little bit. Throw your props in. If this is no good, go back. Make it okay. This top leg can also extend out. Turn yourself a little more. It's a slightly deeper twist. So this right leg that's on the floor, I am extending it out as a way of almost lengthening. Both legs are extending. You don't have to do that. It's all happening. One more full breath in. And release. And then again, walk yourself back onto your back. Readjust, realign, and just drop in for maybe 2 breaths. Just feel. Maybe the smile just comes in. Okay, we'll go to the left side. I'm going to hug these knees in and then open the arms and release the legs over as you exhale. And we're on the left side. Adjusting, propping, falling in. A place where you can smile and the breath can move and not bringing in extra tension. This is your space to relax. Allow the waters within, the flow of the breath, to take this shape. To begin to erode blockages. If you never did this, then you know that things are going to start to build. And it just gets less and less easy. I'm not saying that it's going to not change. Of course, the body's changing every day. But right here at this moment, we can use the breath. We can use the softening in our presence. All that is unfolding with this twist, this moment. And you fall in more deeply. And you breathe more fully. Even the invitation. And then we'll make our way back. However you need to do that, realign. And then we'll extend the left leg, bring the right leg in, and find your way into this deeper version of the twist. And drop this and go over. Stretching through both legs. There was an anchor for maybe the spine here. I smile when I say that because you know you might not need that. It's how do you feel here? Can you find more and less at the same time? Great oxymoron. We want more and we want to do less. We want to find comfort amid discomfort. It's that deep relationship of joy and pain. Releasing yourself from this, coming back onto your back. Realign. And then with the knees bent, let's take basic resting pose. Separate the feet, pigeon toe, bring the knees together. I'm going to opposite interlace the fingers and pop them behind my head. If that's okay for you. If not, then just do what you do. You're imagining you're lying in the grass on the beach, in your backyard. Just looking at the beautiful sky. The one perfect view is the sky over our heads. Weather is weather. Sky does not associate itself with weather. It remains constant, even amid its own constant motion. It is not wind, it is not rain, it is not sun, none of that. It's just there. Deeply release, drop in, drop in. Windshield wiper, keeping the feet where they are, it's rocking. I have to have my hands over my head. Feel free to take them out. Just waving your knees. Motion of your ocean. Okay. Well, here we're going to set up for Shavasana. The bolster is here beside you, hopefully. If not, find it. I'm going to put it between hips and heels, and we'll start with a Baddha Konasana shape. So the feet could be far away from you, just finding support under your thighs. If that's not helpful, use something else. Good. Widen the elbows and rest the hands on the body. Feel the breath, sense of touch. Lengthening the back of your neck. Rest here, just like this. And all of those things that you practiced in your seated poses. Inviting all parts of you into the heart of you. This gentle movement of the breath. Fanning the flames and cooling them. Feeling the support of the floor, the bolster, this outer body that we get to rest into. With softness and hopefully with joy. The simple act of resting within ourselves. It's not so simple. That's simple, but not easy. As you shift into a more conventional shavasana, anything you'd like to do to just invite in the space to deeply release. With those movements, invite yourself, welcome yourself into this place, into this practice of shavasana. Stay more deeply, staying with you. Staying here longer, beginning to invite in movement, possibly through the breath, through deep breath. Inviting in everything else so slowly. Every movement here is naturally just evolving. Savoring this time with you. As I come to sit, I'm just going to take that mudra we did, the interlacings, opposite interlace the fingers, index fingers extended, thumbs extended. Just be in your own presence, your energetics, and honoring every movement you made here on your mat, consciously yoked together. Mind, body, breath, spirit, and everything in between. And healing energetics. It's accepting this act of self-love, deep self-love. Believing you are deeply worth. An act of self-care, a gift of self-care. To know yourself deeply is your mission here. So into that, friends, as you inhale, lengthen tall, and as you exhale, with joy and gratitude, join your hands at your heart and bow your chin. Chant one Om, seal this practice. Inhale. Breathe all that is within into your hands. Catch your breath. And then offer that to yourself as this reminder. Because within is without. Who you are, all your love. You are love. So with great love from my heart. It started this way. I just want to send it out. So here it is. Namaste. Let's have a beautiful day. Let this filter through. See you next time. See you next class.